Like I said last time I was here, you know, I didn't have a feeling that it was going to be my last speech or last conference or interview, on this podium. So that was the way it was. And, negotiations went down to make sure I stayed here. And, Ruben is a tough guy. That's why he's the GM and, did a great job. My agent did a great job. And we're able to work through things and, get a fair deal. And that's what I said from the beginning. Years and money, that makes sense for both sides. And that's what we're able to do. Stay here for the next, 4 years, I'm sure. And then maybe have another conference, just to wrap up the rest of my career.
Jimmy's got an opportunity to be one of the greatest Phillies of all time, as I said in the release, and it's pretty special when a player can stay with one organization, especially in this day and age, for a long period of time, like Jimmy has. And you never know. Hopefully, we'll do this again in a few years. But it's a very special moment for Phillies and for Jimmy and for Jahari. We're very, very pleased to have them both back and stay in the Phillies family. It's when we set out this off season, it was important to do a couple of things. One was to sign Jimmy back, and the other was to take care of the closing position. And I think we've done those two things, those major things. And we couldn't have done it with a better shortstop than Jimmy Rollins, and we're pleased to have him back.
You have to take everything into consideration when you've been somewhere since you were 17 and to go somewhere new. And, you get there as a new player. And in my situation, in the second, part of my career, to get somewhere new and, feel like you're a rented player. You weren't part of the process of building, this team up. And here in Philadelphia, like I said, I've been here since I was 17. And, from the first day I got here in the big leagues, it was about, making this team a contender and eventually a champion. And those things, have been accomplished. The champion part, not as often as I would like, but, we're in contention every year. So, obviously, when money's on the table and it's guaranteed, it's tempting, but you think of everything else that, you've done and, what you'll be able to do going forward and where it would make more sense for you to do those things. And for me, it's here. There was definitely, money I considered. I can't really say that I didn't think it wouldn't happen here. Obviously, Phillies were going to get, the last pull. I wasn't going to make a decision without, letting Ruben and the Phillies know, like, hey, this is what we have, and, can we do something? If that was the case, I'd be, in the Midwest wearing, blue and gold right now. But I can never say it got to a point where, either myself or even Ruben, I felt like, we weren't going to get the deal done.